students, open your course book, page number 96, and today we will read a story, Raoul the Owl. As you can see on the page, we have two people, Louis Braille and Kalpana Chawla. And do you know, with hard work and determination, both of them got success in their life. They did not accept defeat even when faced with difficult circumstances. So, in our story, you can see also how Raoul got the success. Okay, so now let's listen the story very carefully. Okay.
On an old hollow tree near the edge of the thick woods lived a family of owls. On the topmost branch lived the youngest owl, Raoul. He was polite and cheerful, but he had a serious problem for an owl. He couldn't see in the dark. Every evening, his family would wake up, yawn, stretch, and start out. Raoul would blink and peer and strain his eyes, but all remained dark. When the moon was up, he could dimly see the shapes of trees, but he had to fly very slowly and close to the ground. Since it was impossible for him to hunt, he had to go home early and wait to be fed. His brothers brought him some dinner in turns. However, they constantly laughed and hooted at Raoul's inability to hunt. Raoul hated this. At last, Raoul could not stand it any longer. "This won't do," he said firmly to himself. "I will have to change my habits." And then and there, he made up his mind to do something daring. He decided to sleep all night and wake up in the morning. When the family heard of the decision, Mother and Father were very upset. "Whoever has heard of such a thing?" Mother cried and almost fainted. "Disgraceful," said Father. "None of our family has ever done such a thing." Rufus, one of the middle brothers, who read a lot, said, "No, Arctic owls hunt diurnally, that is, during the long daylight hours." "We are not Arctic owls," cried Father coldly. The older brothers laughed raucously. "Woo-hoo! Maybe he isn't even an owl." "He's your brother," Father said. "Please leave him alone." Then he turned to Raoul and said gently, "If you insist, you can try, but remember to be a good owl always."
So students, now there are some difficult words. So first of all, understand these difficult words, meaning of these words. First of all, we have a word peer. Peer means to look with difficulty. That is called peer. Now, one of the word is strain. Strain means you can say stress. That is strain, stress. Now, one word we have disgraceful. Disgraceful means we can say shameful. Okay. Now, one new word is here, Arctic. Now, Arctic means, Arctic is in region, connected with the region around the North Pole. That is Arctic. Okay, now we have a word coldly. Coldly means we can say in an unfriendly manner. That is coldly. And one word we have raucously. Raucously we can say loudly and rudely. And the last word we have here, insist. And insist means be firm. Okay, understood? Now I will ask you some questions. Okay, are you ready? Okay, students, my first question is, where did the family of owls live? So find out this answer. Where did the family of owls live? Yes, find out. So here is my answer. The family of owls lived on an old hollow tree near the edge of the thick woods. Okay. Now my second question is, what was the name of the youngest owl? Yes, tell me, what was the name of the youngest owl? Find out yourself. Yes, find out. Yes, the name of the youngest owl was Raoul. Very good, very good. Now tell me, why would Raoul blink, peer, and strain his eyes? Yes, tell me. Raoul would blink, peer, and strain his eyes because he could not see in the dark. Got it? Now, my next question is, who brought him some dinner? Yes, tell me, who brought him some dinner? Yes, his brothers brought him some dinner in turns. Okay? Now tell me the meaning of disgraceful. We have discussed already. Meaning of disgraceful means shameful. Yes. And what was the name of the middle brother? Tell me, find out the name of the middle brother. Yes, very good. Yes, who got it? Very good for them. Rufus, one of the middle brothers. So, Rufus was the name of the middle brother. Okay? Now, so students, now open page number 98 and read this page very carefully. Listen very carefully because again I will ask you some questions. So this time we will listen model reading. Okay?
The patted mother's wings and whispered, "Don't worry, my dear. He'll soon change his mind." The following morning, when his family was going to bed, Raoul got up, stretched, and stepped outside. He sidled out on the branch and looked about. "Wow!" he shouted. He could see everything, and there was so much to see. A bright, hot, yellow thing in the sky. The forest, brown and green. Faraway meadows, green, full of flowers. Raoul spread his wings and flew out. He had never seen so many colors in his whole life. He felt so good that he flew upside down and did barrel rolls and loop-the-loops. By noon, he was hungry. He spied a small mouse behind an old barn. He swooped down on it. "Oh, please, Mr. Hawk, let me go," squeaked the sad little mouse, holding his little hands together. Raoul's heart was touched. He let the mouse go free. "But why do you call me a hawk?" he asked. The shivering mouse slowly looked up and said, "Good heavens! You are not a hawk, you are an owl. What on earth are you doing in daytime? Are you crazy?" "I don't think you ought to be so rude. After all, I could have eaten you." I am sorry," said the mouse. "Please forgive me, but I have never heard of an owl flying during day." Raoul explained everything. "That is the bravest thing I ever heard of," said the mouse. "Thanks, but I am very hungry," cried Raoul. "My name is Bertram. What is yours?" asked the mouse.
So this was our reading, and now we will discuss some difficult words and some question answers. Okay? So students, one of the difficult word here is sidled. Sidled, you can see I am doing circle there, sidled. And what is the meaning of sidled? Walked shyly. That is called sidled. Now one word we have here, we can say barrel rolls and loop the loops. And what is the meaning of barrel rolls and loop the loops? Circular movements made by aircrafts. Like that. Circular movements made by aircrafts. So here one word we have spied. Spied means you can see Spied means so all of a sudden. That is called spied. And one word we have swooped. Swooped means attacked suddenly. That is called swooped. Okay? Now, my dear students, I will ask you some questions. So, are you ready? Okay, very good. Now, tell me, how did he feel now? How did he feel now? Yes. How did he feel now? He felt so good that he flew upside and down and did barrel rolls and looped the loops. So, we can say he felt so good. Okay, now tell me, where did he spy a small mouse?
Raoul, nice to meet you, Bertram. Will you eat cheese? Asked Bertram, hurrying back from the barn with a piece of cheese. Raoul pecked at it. Too sticky. How about corn? Asked Bertram, bringing kernels from his winter store. Oup! Too hard. Aha! Cried Bertram. You're a bird, aren't you? What about some bird seed? Bertram ran into the big house beyond the barn and returned with a discarded box of bird seed. Delicious! Raoul cried. After lunch, he took Bertram for a ride on his back. The mouse explained to him about the flowers, bees, and many other things. By evening, Raoul was ready to go home. The two friends promised to meet again. He met his family next morning as they came in. My poor boy, said Mother, embracing him. You must have had a terrible time. No, said Raoul cheerfully. It was fun. You must be starving. Here, eat this lovely mouse Father got for you. Mouse? Cried Raoul. That would be awful. My best friend is a mouse. Oh, the sun is affecting my child's brain, cried Mother as she again got ready to faint. Raoul politely showed his family the box of birdseed and flew off into the sunrise. Bertram was waiting. They met families of robins and rabbits. The sun shone brightly. By noon, Raoul said, Bertram, perhaps Father and Mother are right. I cannot see too well now. Now, don't be hasty. You have done very well so far. I think you are not used to the sunlight. Even the people in the big house are dazzled by too much sunshine. Are they? Asked Raoul. What do they do about that?
So, students, tell me, what did Father bring for Raoul? Yes, Father brought a mouse for Raoul. Did he eat that mouse? Tell me, did he eat that mouse? No, he did not eat the mouse. Why? Why did he not eat that mouse? Yes, he did not eat that mouse because his best friend was a mouse. Very good. Whom did they meet? Yes, find out. Whom did they meet? They met families of robins and rabbits. Very good. Now we will read next page. Okay, now come on, page number 100. Bertram snapped his fingers. I know, just wait here. After some time, he came out of the hole from the big house junkyard, dragging a pair of toy sunglasses. Bertram helped him wear it by tying the earpieces together with grass. This is wonderful, said Raoul. It is soothing. Days flew by happily. One Sunday at dusk, as Raoul got home, he heard his family talking to the neighbors. A Raoul flies in the sunlight. First owl to do it ever. Real genius. Nothing can keep a good owl down. Raoul slipped into his bed content, singing to wit to hoo hoo. So here again we have some difficult words, and one of the difficult word is here soothing. Soothing means we can say relaxing. And one word we have here content, and content means satisfied. Okay, understood? Have you enjoyed the story? Yes, very good. Students, this is your homework time now. Today we have done classwork in our course book. So now we will do homework, and in homework you have to write self-assessment test. And this self-assessment test is of 10 marks. So our question 1 is underline adjectives in the following sentences. You have to underline the adjectives in these sentences. Okay? And question 2 is underline the error and correct the mistake in the given space. Okay? Understood? Now question 3 is rearrange the following words to make meaningful sentences. Okay? Understood? Now with this I will finish my video. Now we will meet in our next video. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, stay healthy.